Okay, so for question number three, what are the problems caused by dramatic population growth? I think because I experienced it in Indonesia, the problems that was caused by dramatic population growth is actually the increasing number of poverty in Indonesia. So I saw a lot of parents out there who actually lack of money. They don't have any job to support their family, but they tend to have children more than two. So I think it was already a problem in there. And then also the problem that was caused by dramatic population growth is also limited jobs. Like there are not enough jobs out there to cover for all of these people who have to have a job and to get some money from that. So yeah, I think that's a problem by dramatic population growth. Okay, so right now I'm gonna answer question number 4, which is what is my personal opinion about success and failure? So personally, I think everyone in this world dream to be a successful person. I think they want to have a successful life in terms of marriage or maybe jobs, career life. And I think to have that kind of mindset, it was like a good thing because it really motivates you to push through any boundaries that you have. And I think a lot of people also have like a different takes on what success is because like for me, success is where I feel comfortable, I feel happy and satisfied with what I have. And I think that's what success for me. And then maybe in terms for failure, a lot of people actually think that if you experience failure, it was actually like a really bad thing. But I'm not agree with those kind of statement because I think from failure you can actually learn to be better. Like you learn from your mistakes, and it really pushes you through to do better in the next thing that you want to do in your life. And I think it was a really good value that we should have as an individual beings. So yeah, that's my takes on success and failure. Okay, on to the second part where I will describe a picture. So I actually choose picture number 4. I'm gonna insert the picture right here so you can see too. So what I see from this picture is there's a girl wearing a green tank top. She was currently sitting at the floor with her laptops on, and you can actually see how messy her environment in here. Like you can see a lot of open pages like just surrounding her, and it looks really messy. I don't know how she would work good in that kind of environment, but maybe if I would guess, maybe she was working as a journalist and she currently maybe typing out her work in her laptop because maybe the article would be show in the next magazine. And also she looks really focused on her laptop. I think maybe she didn't really care about all the open pages surrounding her. I think she doesn't really mind it. But for me, if I have to work in this kind of environment, I could never focus. Like it's good for her. Good for her to really keep her concentrate on the laptop. So she was really good. So yeah, that's what I see from this picture.
Okay. How can people help protect the environment?
Okay, starting for me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think for in Indonesia, currently we experienced a situation where we had air pollution.
Yes.
Because there's too much transportation there. So I think one thing that we have to do is use public transport, because Indonesia actually had a decent amount of public transportation, but people tend to choose to drive their own car, then like using some buses or maybe bicycle or maybe train. So I think using public transportation is important, so we can reduce the amount of pollution in the air. So I think that's for me.
Yeah. And how about you?
From me, if we talk about pollution, I think we have to plan a tree or something like
Yeah.
something like that. So it can reduce the pollution. If we plant a tree, we can reduce amount of pollution. And then for me, I think we have to use less water because fun fact, guys, in Indonesia, 70% of our water is polluted by feces.
Yeah. I think it's true because the population in Indonesia so many people.
Yeah,
Yes.
so many people.
Yes. So I think water is just important like pollution.
Because we human need some water.
Yes.
We can live without water.
Yes. Okay. How about you?
I think because in Indonesia so many people overuse plastic.
That's right.
Yep. And that's why we have to um,
Use less plastic.
Yeah.
Yes.
we have to use less plastic, because in what we can see there are so many plastic in everywhere.
Yes.
Like maybe you can see in the road or maybe in everywhere,
In every
because
corner.
yeah, because
In every corner.
every people use plastic
Mm.
and this so overused. That's why we have to use less plastic, and maybe we can buy some organic plastic like that, maybe you can to recycle the plastic, do more something like that, and maybe we can doesn't overuse electricity to
Electricity too,
like turn
yes.
off the lamp if we don't use it, or
We should
maybe
turn it off.
air condition too, like that. Maybe that's my opinion.
And then I think like for the plastic bags, no, sorry, for plastic, in Indonesia we already reduce some of the amounts of plastic through like when we go to supermarket. Now we are not using plastic. We use our own bags or maybe papers, right?
Yeah.
And then for straws too, straw for drinking, we use paper straw too. So I think like Indonesia actually like for reducing the plastic amount, it's already
Yeah.
decent. Like it's not really bad.
But the bag that we use from grocery, it makes a lot of amount back, actually.
Oh really?
Yes.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Dream Podcast. Today I'm your host Ines, and today's guest is,
Rachel and Dan.
Angelica, Natalia, and Fadli.
and the three of us gonna talk about some things. And the question is, what is the best way to learn about things happening in the world? Okay, so from these questions, what is your opinion?
I think we can learn about something that happening in the world from social media, because in this digital era, we saw a lot of social media that been like Instagram, TikTok. Actually, I spend maybe 6 until 8 hours
Oh,
to
that's
watching
long,
social
that's long.
media. That's the reason why I choose social media to learn from.
What about you?
My opinion, maybe like just we learn from mistake, because when we learn from mistake, we will prepare that to be a good person, and we can learn about school because we already from the kids and go to
College.
yeah,
Yes.
we always study.
Yes,
Like,
that's right.
that's why we have 24/7, almost not really to in the school. And
Just study about theory.
not really, we have in school we just have experience to like we
Yes.
have a social with other people
Yes, by
like that.
meeting a lot of people, right?
Yeah, and then we have maybe in there we have some many mistake, and we have to learn like that to be repair the mistake. How about you?
For me, I actually learned a lot from my friends and family because I think growing up, like we always learn something from our parents. They're the one that really taught us a lot about maybe about schools or maybe a lot about like another skills that we have. And then for friends, same as you, like we meet a lot of people throughout our life, and by learning from friends, I think like they gave me a lot of like strengths, motivational support, and I think from experience too, I
Yeah.
learned a lot from experience, and also from social media gave a lot of impacts. And I think that's it for me. Do you guys like read newspaper?
No.
No.
Yeah, I was kind of lazy to read newspaper too, but we can actually learn from newspaper too, right?
Yeah, but I think newspaper is so boring. Like,
But for our Gen Z,
yeah,
I think there is no one read newspaper in this era.
yeah,
I think because there's social media, so like
Yes.
people tend to pick social media than
To-
newspaper or TV news.
maybe in this era we can read some
Articles.
From
yeah, like that in
The
social
internet.
media and internet like that. There's so many video or maybe
Maybe
content.
journal.
journal like
Oh,
that in social media. You can know about words in social media, something